What if a single kiss could steal your soul? Tonight, we're diving into the story of the kiss of the last breath. A tale of obsession, dark promises, and a curse that binds love and death. When an ambitious anthropologist steps into a forbidden manor, she's drawn to a ghostly figure whose kiss is as haunting as it is deadly. But will she escape or become the next victim of the widow's eternal curse? Stay with us, if you dare, as we uncover the secrets lurking in the shadows. Lily Shaw had always been fascinated by the unknown. As a young urban anthropologist specializing in haunted locations, she had explored more than her fair share of eerie ruins and abandoned estates, but none had intrigued her more than the story of the Widow of the Waves. Her latest assignment was a small coastal town, known for its mist-covered cliffs, whispering tides, and a manor that locals avoided with an intensity Lily had never encountered before. The manor had been abandoned for decades, yet the rumors persisted. The widow's kiss is a kiss of death. In hushed whispers, the townsfolk warned of the cursed spirit of a woman who had once lived there, a tragic soul condemned to roam the earth, seeking lost love. And yet, for those who were brave enough to approach, her kiss would come, and it would seal their fate. Lily wasn't afraid of ghosts, but something about the stories surrounding the widow was different. The thought of encountering the spirit of the woman who'd haunted the town for so many years gripped Lily with an unfamiliar urgency. Her curiosity gnawed at her. She wanted to unravel the mystery, find out who the widow was, why she cursed the town, and what had become of her. Upon arriving in the town, Lily's instincts told her something was off. The cobblestone streets were strangely empty, and the few townspeople she encountered seemed to avoid eye contact, their gazes darting nervously when she mentioned the manor. The older generation looked at her with a mix of pity and disdain, warning her to stay away from the cliffs. The younger ones spoke in riddles, cautioning her against tempting fate. But no one would speak directly about the widow or the manor. It was as if naming it aloud would give it power. That evening, at the local inn, Lily came across a faded newspaper clipping from decades ago. It described a beautiful young woman, Evelyn Dargan, who had lived in the manor. She was a beloved figure in the town, a muse to poets and artists, but she had vanished without a trace one stormy night. The paper mentioned whispers of a pact, a dark promise she had made, though no details were ever confirmed. Intrigued by the connection, Lily visited the local library, where she found an ancient tome detailing the town's folklore. The book described a love affair gone wrong. Evelyn's husband, a sailor, had promised to return from his voyage, but had perished in a shipwreck. Devastated, Evelyn had made a deal with an ancient, shadowy force that lived in the sea, hoping to bring him back. But instead, she was cursed. The force took her life in exchange for her soul, leaving her a ghost bound to the cliffs forever, seeking out love and, with it, destruction. The book warned that anyone who encountered her spirit would fall under her spell, and those who received her kiss would join her in the curse. Unable to resist, Lily decided to venture to the manor at dusk. The path leading up to it was overgrown with ivy, and a constant fog hung in the air, making it nearly impossible to see more than a few feet ahead. As she climbed the crumbling stone steps toward the entrance, a cold chill seeped into her bones. The manor loomed like a ghostly silhouette against the fading sky, its windows like hollow eyes staring into her soul. Once inside, the air was thick with the scent of decay. The house was a time capsule, as if the clock had stopped the moment Evelyn vanished. Furniture was covered in dusty sheets, and portraits of a once beautiful woman adorned the walls. But there was something unnatural in the air. Every room felt alive, pulsing with an eerie energy. Lily explored the manor with increasing unease. In the library, she found Evelyn's journal, its pages yellowed and brittle. The last entry was a rambling, feverish account of the night Evelyn had made her pact, describing a kiss that would seal her fate. It spoke of a spirit, a kiss that could only be given at twilight, when the sea and the moon aligned. But the final words chilled Lily to her core. The kiss will be returned. It is a kiss that never ends. As night fell, the manor seemed to come alive. Shadows moved across the walls, whispers filled the air, and an oppressive sense of dread washed over Lily. She wandered through the hallways, compelled to find the source of the energy that had drawn her here. Her heart raced as she entered the final room, a grand bedroom at the top of the stairs. The air grew unbearably cold, and before her, in the flickering candlelight, the ghostly form of Evelyn appeared. Evelyn was beautiful, yet hollow. Her pale skin stretched tight over her skull, her long black hair flowing like a shadow, and her eyes filled with unspeakable longing. She smiled faintly as she stepped toward Lily, her lips almost whispering, "I've waited so long for you." Lily's pulse quickened. There was something entrancing about her, a magnetic pull that drew Lily closer. Evelyn's eyes locked onto hers, and Lily felt her knees weaken, as though a spell had been cast. The widow's lips were so close now, a mere breath away. Before Lily could resist, Evelyn kissed her gently on the lips. At first, it was warm, a kiss like no other, a kiss that made everything around Lily fade away, as though time itself stopped. But then, the warmth began to burn. It was as if Evelyn's kiss was siphoning Lily's life force, drawing everything out of her. Lily tried to pull back, but the kiss deepened, her body frozen in place by an invisible force. The kiss lasted far longer than it should have, and when Evelyn finally released her, Lily stumbled backward, gasping for breath. The widow's voice echoed in her mind. "You are mine now, just as I was once his." Lily looked into the mirror, only to see her own face pale and hollow, her eyes dull, as if something had been taken from her soul perhaps. When Lily left the manor, she felt different. The curse had marked her, and though she thought she had escaped the widow's grasp, she knew deep down that she had become the next link in a long chain of victims. Her once strong curiosity had turned to dread as the realization set in. She was now a part of the widow's tragic story. Weeks later, another investigator, Mark, arrived in town, intrigued by Lily's disappearance and the legend of the widow. He came looking for her, and when he asked the innkeeper where she had gone, no one would answer. Lily, now a shadow of herself, stood at the cliffs, watching him approach the manor in the distance. As the fog rolled in, she whispered to herself, "The kiss is always returned." Did Lily's story send a chill down your spine? If you want to uncover even darker mysteries and witness more tales that blur the line between life and the beyond, make sure to subscribe to Fear Machine. Here, the unknown is only a click away. Step into the shadows with us. Subscribe now, and don't forget to turn on notifications. After all, you wouldn't want to miss a story that might just find its way into your dreams or your nightmares.